All right, I love movies and I love space, and a new film is putting a twist on the story of the Apollo 11 mission to put a person on the moon.
You must be the launch director.
You're the killer from Manhattan.
Change plans. Now that we know the whole world will be watching, we need backup of the moon landing.
You mean to fake it?
What?
No one.
Two actors you may have heard of, Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, star in Fly Me to the Moon. It's a space-age rom-com set during the heydays of the 1960s space race. And we're teaming up with our good friends at Sony Pictures for a closer look at the movie. It's playing in theaters right now. I'm really excited for this film, and Rad is here to tell us a bit more. How you doing, Rad?
I'm good. I mean, I love that I'm talking to you about this because you're my space guy.
I love space stuff. I love movies as well. Let's talk a bit about the film, though. I touched on the story, but can you kind of expand on that a little more in terms of what audiences can expect?
Yeah, I mean, so the movie is about the people whose job it is to land the Apollo 11 mission.
Right.
And it's also about the people whose job it is to sell the Apollo 11 mission, right? And for the latter job, you have Scarlett Johansson playing Kelly Jones. You know, she's a marketing maven from New York. She's assigned to uplift NASA's image at a time when, you know, the country is divided and people aren't exactly sold on the idea of spending money on sending a man to the moon. Right? So it's her job to then make America dream of landing on the moon again, right? And it's Channing Tatum playing the mission manager, Cole, the landing manager. It's his job to actually realize that dream. And just in case he can't realize that dream, a spy played by Woody Harrelson taps Scarlett Johansson's Kelly Jones to fake the moon landing. So then the movie becomes about her producing a movie that is fake, and broadcasting this movie where we fake the moon landing. And of course, this is a conspiracy theory that movie fans have had fun with for decades.
Oh yeah, I also love conspiracy theories. So this is great. We're gonna put up a QR code right now on the screen. You can scan that to buy tickets to see the film. We'll toss it up in just 1 second. We got the QR code, I think.
It's there.
There it is, yeah, in the corner. There it is right there. So Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, I love the idea of putting the two of them together. They've both done like a lot of big action films too, but this really has rom-com vibes, right?
It is a rom-com, and specifically, it's trying to channel like the screwball rom-coms of the 40s and 50s.
Cool.
And I'm not just saying that because this is a period piece, but I am maybe saying that because of kind of, you know, look at the looks that Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson have, right?
Yeah.
Like they got that Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn vibes going on with that wardrobe and the way and the mannerisms. And the thing is, like, this is, you know, in terms of a rom-com, like this is definitely following kind of the tropes of those classic screwball rom-coms that those guys starred in.
Okay.
You know, this is an opposites attracting kind of story where, you know, he is a man of science pursuing truth. She is a woman whose job it is to sell lies and illusion. And yet, you know, so they antagonize each other, and by antagonizing each other, they get closer and fall in love. Obviously, that's how it goes. But also, you mentioned, you know, Scarlett Johansson, we typically know her for action movies, I mean, because of Marvel.
Sure.
Or Wes Anderson movies.
Yep.
She hasn't done a rom-com in like 15 years. She almost never does rom-com. So this is the movie that's kind of roping her into this. And, you know, her, Channing Tatum, who you know I love for Magic Mike.
Yeah.
They're also surrounded by Woody Harrelson, who's incredible, and Ray Romano, and also Scarlett Johansson's husband has a cameo in this. Colin Jost, he's in there too. Yeah,
that's so fun.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you mentioned the fact it touches on conspiracy theories. I know there's like a bit of a Stanley Kubrick thing happening too. But in terms of the time period that it captures, that 60s space race, does this film do that really well?
It does. I mean, first of all, like in terms of the 60s space race, I mean, it's all about like that, let's compete with Russia to get America on the moon first and win that space race. And that's why you have this idea of, they faked the moon landing to beat Russia, and Stanley Kubrick was the guy.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone's gonna fake the moon landing, it's the guy that took us to space to begin with in 2001: Space Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
So that's why this conspiracy theory comes up that Stanley Kubrick is the one that you know shot the moon landing footage. And in fact, like if the conspiracy theorists believe that he left clues in The Shining.
That's right.
In The Shining has clues that it was Kubrick that faked the moon landing, because little Danny's wearing an Apollo 11 shirt.
Yep.
Little Danny goes into room 237, haunted room 237, and if you know, room 237 is said to be like the mean distance between the Earth and the moon at the time. It's 237,000 miles. That's what it was believed to be. So yeah, like that's, I mean, so that's feeding into the era. But also, you know, in terms of capturing the era, this is Mad Men era. This is selling the marketing and ads and consuming history through advertisement, which is just kind of the birth of America.
I love it. I can't wait to see it. There's a QR code. Scan it for tickets. Fly Me to the Moon is in theaters right now. Rad, so great talking to you.
Thanks for having me.
As always. Okay, coming.
Your Morning is brought to you in part by Fly Me to the Moon. Now playing.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.